This video is sponsored by Alcid eHomes, whose mission it is to accelerate the advent of sustainable, healthy living systems around the world. Hi, and welcome to Best in Tesla. So Tesla has a very good upward trend, selling more and more vehicles. But they are just about to launch a new vehicle, the most controversial electric vehicle the market has ever seen to date, the Cybertruck. But it will be built in a totally new way from any other vehicle, with no expensive paint job, made by big giga casting pieces, bent stainless steel, with Tesla's own better and cheaper batteries. And when we look at the competition, well, when it comes to the normal electric vehicles, no one has caught up to Tesla's battery technology yet. But that will just become so much obvious the bigger the car gets, and the Cybertruck is a big truck, and the competition has no advantage over the Cybertruck whatsoever. They are all behind when it comes to specs, and they are all more expensive. And this will be a direct punch at Ford's core market, the pickup market. And Ford unfortunately has a downward trend. And I think the Cybertruck will be too big of a blow for Ford for them to survive. And especially looking at the unreal pinned up demand for this Cybertruck. So let's take a look at this battle for the US electric pickup market, and let's dive right in. So Ford and GM are going down and have been for 5 years, and it's not really ramping up its sales of the Mark E, for example. In Q1 it sold a little over 6,000, and in Q2 it sold a little over 6,000, actually a little less than Q1. So that is not ramping up. Tesla, on the other hand, sold 184,000 in Q1 and 201,000 in Q2. That is ramping up. And we have been hearing about the Tesla killers for so many years now, but I actually think we kind of have a Ford killer on our hand. Not with the car that Tesla has put out so far, but the Cybertruck is not only an awesome electric pickup truck, it's simply one of the best EVs money can buy. You can hate or like the look of it, it doesn't really matter. But with this truck, the maxed out version of it, we are talking about an EV with over 500 miles of range. You can't even get another Tesla that does this over 500 miles of range right now. And it is still cheaper than the Tesla Model S long range, and faster. It does a 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds for just $69,000. And it will no doubt be able to charge with at least 350 kilowatt charging, and it can tow up to 14,000 pounds and have 16 inches of ground clearance. You can plug electric tools in, or any electric product, and you will get a huge 6.5 foot truck bed that can carry up to 4,000 pounds of cargo, with over 1,800 liters of cargo space, or 100 cubic feet, with a roof that can be closed with a push of a button, and then it's locked. It is made of stainless steel that doesn't dent and doesn't rust, and we have learned it might also be able to do a crab walk and tank turn, because it will be able to steer its back wheels as well. It gets over-the-air software update, has great software, and will be able to drive itself with Tesla's full self-driving autopilot if you add on another 10,000 or just subscribe to it. You can't get any other car, truck, whatever on the planet that can do all this for just $69,000. The Ford F-150 Lightning can only tow 10,000 pounds, can only carry 2,000 pounds, only have a clearance of 8.9 inches, up to an estimated 300 miles of range. It only has a 5.5 foot bed, it only has half the cargo space, 52 cubic feet of 1,400 liters. It will dent, it will rust, it has the software of the Mark E that we have already seen customers complain about because the dealerships don't know how to fix it when a problem occurs. And the Lightning with these specs will cost about $90,000. and you get so much less of everything than the Cybertruck. The Hummer EV is also a fast truck, a 0 to 60 in an estimated 3 seconds, and does have a clearance of up to 16 inches, but it will only have about a 350 miles of range, and that is GM's estimate. It can do a grab walk, but as we learned, so will probably the Cybertruck, and it can only tow 9,000 pounds, only 82 cubic feet of cargo, but the first edition that is sold out because they only make 10,000 of it, but it did cost $112,000, and in late 2022 they will come out with a Hummer EV X3, but that will cost about $100,000, and it will only have about 300 miles of range, and in 2023 they will get the price down to $90,000, but that would only be a dual motor and will only be able to tow 7,400 pounds, almost half of the Cybertruck that cost $20,000 less. And first in 2024 they will come out with the Hummer EV2, where we will get the price down to $80,000 for a 250 plus miles of range pickup truck in 2024. Who will ever buy that? And by the looks of it, it just looks like they're going to put in less batteries, remove a lot of features to get the truck down to $80,000. So it will just be a stripped down version of the Hummer EV First Edition that even the little Cybertruck will beat on every single spec, and that only costs $40,000, half the price. And you will get everything the Hummer can do, just better and more. Better software, doesn't dent, doesn't rust, and will at that point probably be able to drive itself. And even the Rivian, which is a very nice pickup truck. But it will also not beat Tesla on any specs, but has a starting price of $69,000. So the Cybertruck is simply the best value for money you can buy if you're looking for an electric truck. It is the best and most affordable. I know the Lightning start at $40,000, but that is just like the Hummer, a very stripped down version of the car with different materials inside as well, no longer a big screen and so on. But the Cybertruck for $40,000 is not just a stripped down version. It is a dual motor instead of a tri-motor, has less range and towing capacity as the maxed out version, but other than that it is still the same truck inside with the same great software and great big screen, and can still do full self-driving and so on. Tesla's cheapest Cybertruck is still better in every single way than the Lightning's cheapest truck. Tesla doesn't make stripped down version, just less range, acceleration and towing capacity. Other than that, it is still the same truck, and with the specs you get with this Cybertruck, it is not just the best electric pickup truck you can buy, it is one of the best and most versatile electric cars you can buy on the planet. No one else has over 500 miles EPA range. You get so much bang for your buck with the Cybertruck, it is kind of ridiculous. So it is to me no wonder that the Cybertruck has about 1.2 million reservations. Tesla starts deliveries with the tri-motor, so we have now seen estimated delivery dates for the dual motor Cybertruck being 2025, for the Cybertruck to just start spitting them out as many as they possibly can for the next 4 to 5 years without getting through their pre-orders. And my guess is Tesla will be able to produce a lot of these trucks, as I talked about before, that this EV has been engineered to be fast to produce, also with no paint job, giga casting and bent stainless steel. And as the look of it, Tesla believe they can get through these 1.2 million Cybertrucks in about 4 years time. Maybe they are also calculating that some will cancel their reservation, but I think when people start seeing this thing on the street, they will get even more customers, because everyone will learn just what a great bargain this EV is, and can do everything all the other pickup trucks can do, with just better specs and better charging network and better software, and for a cheaper price. So maybe they will lose some reservation holders, but I think they will be filled up again with new reservation holders. So I think Tesla believes they can get through the 1.2 million Cybertrucks in about 4 years time. So that will be about 300,000 trucks per year. That is a lot. And Elon did say at Battery Day that they do expect to be able to produce about 300,000 Cybertrucks per year, maybe more. That is Elon's way of saying 300,000 is our official target, but we are aiming for about 400 or 500,000 internally. So 300,000 to get through the pre-orders by 2025. That fits perfectly with what Tesla has been saying. So this should really scare someone like Ford or GM. They have both been on a downward projection for the last 5 years. GM has been going bankrupt once before, but Ford never has. But I think the Cybertruck will really hurt Ford. We see the Mach-E in its first 2 quarters of 2021 has only sold about 13,000 Mach-E's, and Q2 was actually a little bit down compared to Q1, so that again is not really a good projection for a brand new product that should have a big pinned up demand. And even if this has something to do with the chip shortage, Ford will not have the batteries to keep up with the sheer volume of the Tesla Cybertruck. But Tesla will, as I made a whole video about how Tesla will continue to grow and how they will be able to do that. And Ford is a pickup truck company. This is their bread and butter, and Tesla will be spitting out 300,000 electric pickup trucks a year in Ford's biggest market. That is cheaper and better than what Ford is offering, and before Ford even start deliveries. And Ford will not be able to do anything about it because they will not be able to produce close to 1 million electric pickup trucks per year as they do right now with their ICE pickup. And Ford doesn't expect to be at more than 1 million combined EV sales by 2025. And Tesla has more orders than they can produce before 2025 and will be spitting out Cybertrucks like crazy for the next 5 years, eating more and more into Ford's market. And when people start to realize just what an awesome working pickup truck the Cybertruck is, even the $40,000 one that still beats the Ford F1 Lightning, I think this will be the new pickup of choice for most, not all, but most companies that use pickup truck in their line of work, because it will be financially stupid to buy anything else. Sure, someone will not buy it because of the way it looks, but I think most people that just use it for work will not care too much about how it looks. Instead, think of the benefits of having a truck that doesn't dent and doesn't rust and will turn heads on the road with their logo on it. So Ford's projection is already down, but then imagine when the Cybertruck comes into the picture. I think the Cybertruck that many people have laughed at will bring Ford to its knees. And then the question is, will Tesla be the only American automaker that has never filed for bankruptcy by 2025? When looking at the numbers, I have a hard time seeing Ford turning this around, and yes, the government will probably bail them out, but Ford did not come with the Tesla killer. Tesla will come with the Ford killer. It is of course not all because of Tesla. Ford has been on a downward trend for 5 years, but I think the final blow will come from the Cybertruck. But what do you think? Will Ford be able to turn this downward trend around and save themselves from bankruptcy, or will the government have to step in because Ford's downward trend will continue? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And thank you for watching, and until next time, take care out there and be nice.